What's going on? You were hanging out with Deathcat, and I'm here to tell you what I think about the new Batman vs. Superman trailer now. To be honest, okay? Not gonna bullshit. I thought it was fucking awesome. Holy shit. I'm so happy to see that this movie looks fucking awesome. Looks dope. Everything positive. Just positive vibes from this trailer. There are a few little things I can point out that bother me just slightly. However, 99% fucking awesome. Now, let's break it down. Even from the opening, Superman landing down in front of the Capitol building, people hating on him outside, loved it. People hating on him, people fearing him, people wanting him to leave the planet. It's perfect. So when he saves everyone, it's a complete 180 and everyone loves him. So that'll really set up a good moment in the movie when everyone turns and sees him for who he really is. He's fucking Superman, right? And Superman being brave enough to stand before Congress to explain who he is and all that, very cool, very like old school comics to me. Superman in front of the government speaking to the United Nations. Now that wasn't happening in the trailer, but this is a start, him being cool. And this is also kind of like the start, I guess, if you think in Dark Knight terms, Dark Knight Returns terms, him being cool with the government, trying to be on their side. It's planting seeds for way down the line. Now, outside of that, it flashes back to Metropolis while Zod and Superman were having their fight. Bruce Wayne was in the city. Really cool. Really cool. He's watching the fucking heat vision burn through a building. The building collapses. Had that very, 9/11 feel to it. Which, I'm not saying it's cool, because 9/11's cool. Of course not. But I like the fact that there was this big event in Metropolis, this horrible tragedy, and Bruce Wayne is running straight into the danger zone. The building's collapsing. Anyone in their right mind would turn around and run the other way, but Bruce is going in there. It shows his bravery as a man, risking everything, running into a cloud of smoke, not knowing what the fuck is in there. That's fucking Batman, and that's the will of Bruce Wayne. Dope. Him holding a child, very cool. Very cool, because it shows how much he cares for people who can't defend themselves. You know what I mean? Like, he has this, it goes back to when he was a kid, when he was helpless and couldn't defend himself against things he couldn't control, things he couldn't fight back. Against him holding that kid, really cool. Really cool. And, what else I really liked is they went into Gotham and they showed one of the criminals it was kind of weird. One of the criminals had a burned imprint of the Bat logo on his chest. I don't know if Batman's fucking burning people out there or whatever, but it's interesting, man. That guy looked fucking scared, It's a good-looking Gotham City. I hope it's not just straight-up Chicago or whatever city they filmed in. I hope it actually feels like Gotham. Of course, it's not going to be as Gotham-ish as, the Tim Burton film, which felt very Gotham with all the smoke and shadow and architecture, and you can't tell what time period it's in. Of course, it's going to be kind of realistic, but I hope it's more of a Gotham feeling than the Nolan-verse, which felt just straight-up Chicago. So, I loved when the people were painted the Superman logo on top of their house as they were being flooded. You know what I mean? They were a few minutes from dying with the flood totally taking them out. So they painted this Superman logo on top of the roof, and Superman descends from the heavens like a god coming to save them. I thought that was fucking awesome. It really showed a lot. It really reminded me of that Man of Steel issue which introduced Doomsday, when the kid drew a big Superman logo on the basketball court and Superman comes to talk to him. It really shows that people or at least some people really believe that this Superman person is here to save them, and that that he was their last hope, and he came down to save them. I thought that scene was really cool. Really cool. The scene with Martha Kent telling Clark that he doesn't owe the world shit. You know what? People had a problem with Jonathan Kent telling Clark that maybe he shouldn't have saved those kids on the bus. And in this movie, Martha Kent is telling Clark he don't owe the world anything, so he could do whatever the hell he wants. You know what? People think it's extreme. It's not like them, but you know what? I get it. As a parent myself, I'm sorry, but My child comes first before anyone else's child, before anyone else in the world. I care about my child first, and I care about their safety first. And you know what? If the whole world is gonna burn, you know, I want my child safe from it. So I get it. I get why Jonathan Kent said maybe they should have died, because why risk my child's safety for someone else's kids? And I know it's fucked up, but as a parent, it's your instinct to care about your children to that level, that you would die for them, that it doesn't matter. It's all about their survival, them being okay. So I get that. And I think it's cool. Next up, General Zod's body. I guess in LetsCorp or Cadmus or whatever they're going to do, Star Labs, I don't know. But I've heard rumors that they're going to use his body to somehow create this Doomsday creature. Now, do I like that? Not really, but maybe they'll surprise me. Maybe they'll come up with a creative story enough where it's cool, where like I'm like, oh wow, like why didn't they think of that, you know, for Doomsday, which hopefully leads to a Death of Superman film. But let's not get too far ahead. It's cool that General Zod's body's there and they're going to be working on it. Though I would have figured Superman would have just took his body himself somewhere, but whatever. Next up, we got Batman in the Batcave, and the Batcave looks a little too like, I don't want to say like it's a little too clean. You know, when I think of the Batcave, you always think of, you know, outside the comics, like Tim Burton's Batcave, where it was real dark, like it was a cave, and he had computers in the cave, you know, but it felt like a cave first. Where Ben Affleck's Batcave feels more like an office building or something than a cave. Now, we saw a little bit cave stuff, but it was mostly, you know, he really fixed it up nice, which is okay. Whatever, we're going to see a whole different version. I just personally prefer the dark cave. But, oh my god, the best part was seeing the Robin trophy case. So fucking dope. So fucking dope. And the Joker with writing on the chest, on Robin's costume. Oh my god, so dope. Now, I don't know if the Joker broke into the Batcave and wrote that recently, or that has been in the whole time. I wouldn't think it's been in the whole time. I think Batman would have washed that off by now. But, so maybe the Joker has a part in this movie. He may have even been the one to write on the newspaper that Bruce Wayne reads in the trailer that says, "You let your family die." It may have even been the Joker, I don't know. But, very cool to see the Robin costume. Now, I would hope it's Jason Todd, but I heard rumors that it could be Dick Grayson. That Dick Grayson died and not Jason Todd, but I don't know. But so badass seeing that. I like that there's a flashback scene to Bruce being a kid, his parents getting shot. It looks like it's done very cool. I mean, like in a very cool way. You know, you got the whole slow motion thing, and then it kind of skips ahead to the funeral, their caskets being carried into the plot. Really cool. Besides that, I love that there's so many Bat vehicles in this movie. The Batwing, the Batmobile, who knows what else. Love seeing the Batwing, love seeing the Batmobile. The introduction to Wonder Woman. I gotta be honest, man, I'm not happy with Gal Gadot, if that's how you pronounce her name. I think she's way too skinny. I don't think she has the natural beauty of like a Linda Carter. She's attractive, but I always thought she looked like more Wonder Woman cosplay than Wonder Woman. However, she looked pretty cool in this trailer. She was getting kind of knocked around though, but she looked pretty cool, or maybe it was just the filters. I don't know. She looked good. I'll say Gal Gadot looked good as Wonder Woman. Looked very cool. And to be honest, man, I gotta be honest, I'm in a way more hyped to see what Wonder Woman is all about than anyone else. I can't wait to see her fighting with that shield and that sword. We get like a 300 style fighter, you know, like a Leonidas versus Batman and Superman. And a woman, oh, it's dope, dope. Hopefully she's dope. Now, Batman in the desert, beating up with these army dudes with Superman's logo on the arm. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they have this logo. And it looks like Batman broke a dude's neck, but whatever. You know, like maybe they're fucking robots. I don't know. But Batman in the desert, like a Batman desert suit, you know, dope. And his fighting just looks so fast and tough, which I was worried about. I was worried he was going to be too fucking big and clunky to move around fast. But you know what? He looks pretty damn fast. The introduction to Kryptonite. Lex Luthor looking at the Kryptonite. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of the whole Kryptonite thing, but I guess you do need a weakness for Superman. So, I don't know. It just feels too easy with Kryptonite. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of tired of it, but I guess it's part of the lore. Batman in And the high-tech bat suit modeled after like the Dark Knight Returns, fucking dope. Him going toe-to-toe with Superman looks fucking dope. I can't wait to see that fight. Wonder Woman in the fight as well. Oh my god, dude, it's gonna be so fucking dope. In the last half of the trailer, or last quarter of it, when Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are all going at it, oh my god, it looks straight out of a fucking comic book. My favorite part of the whole trailer was seeing Batman use the grappling gun to quickly get out of danger. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be fucking dope. Straight comic book stuff, love it. Absolutely loved it. It was my favorite part in the whole trailer. And if you look closely, when that lightning flashes, he's in the same pose as the cover to the Dark Knight Returns Book 1. I'm telling you, oh my god, it's so awesome. So fucking awesome. What else can I say? Batman crashing through the window, straight comic book stuff, dope. And then the last shot with Superman ripping open the Batmobile and Bruce Wayne Batman standing up and then face to face, love it. And what I really love about this is it's the perfect way to set up the DC Universe. You don't need to take your time. This is cool. I like that they're just jumping into it. These heroes already exist in the world. Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn is already locked up. There is a history there. There is a history. You can always do flashback movies, but I love that there's a history there. It's really cool. And they are taking their time in some way, where they're not just rushing the friendship between Batman and Superman. I always find that in my life, when I got into fights as a kid, the guys who I got into fights with as a kid, we ended up being close friends. You know what I mean? And closer than the friends I just made as friends. The fact that we fought, and put so much emotion into the fight and building up to it, that when it was over, we had a respect for each other that really, it was strong. Like, you guys know what I mean out there, if you've ever been in a fight, I guess, like as a kid. But they're really taking their time, and I love it in that sense. Oh man, what else can I say? We didn't see Aquaman, we didn't see Flash or anything like that. That's fine. Don't need to rush them. I know they're going to be in it in some way, but no rush on them. I really love this trailer. I thought the music was good. Everything was just fucking cool, man. Everything was cool. And this movie's going to really forge the friendship between Batman and Superman. They're going to have a real respect for each other by the end of this film, which could carry on now for years. Even when Zack Snyder departs, and Henry Cavill departs and Ben Affleck departs in, 10 years, I really hope that they keep the histories of these movies that carry it on. No more reboots. Fuck reboots. I understand you have to recast certain actors. It's business. It's deals. It's this and that. But I hope they keep the history there. Because it looks like they're shaping a really cool history. And you could always do flashbacks. You know what I mean? You could always do flashback movies, cast younger actors, and all that to set it up from the start. But we don't really need that. I like where it is right now. The only negative thing I could really say, and it's not even about this movie, I'm still not convinced with Jared Leto Joker. I saw a clip from the Suicide Squad movie with him speaking. It sounded kind of Heath Ledger-ish, but I don't know. I'll wait to pass judgment on that. But this movie looks fucking dope. Looks so dope. So, let me know how you feel. And, oh man, I'm going to go watch it again, guys. Talk to you later.